Hello, I'm Philip Stoten. I'm here at Apex 2019 on the Scoop Studio. I'm joined by Bud from Tanaka. Bud, thanks for stopping by. We heard in the keynote from the CTO of Tesla, huge developments in the area of electric vehicles. That's a big market for you right now.
Right, that's correct. Electric vehicles within the last 24 months have really taken off, with Tesla being the leader, and then now it's interesting in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley, there's at least 10 viable startups that are funded by Saudi Arabia, China-backed companies, and they will start production this year in 2019 and 2020. What I find interesting is these startup companies are following Tesla in the battery technology, where the tier one automotive, both in USA and Europe and Japan, are using a different technology. So I find that kind of fascinating.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? And that, that's kind of that Silicon Valley proximity effect. So,
Right.
So what's your role in that whole EV technology?
So my role initially was looking for a new market for Tanaka for heavy aluminum wire, and got in working with some of the EV startups, including Tesla, and learning about the technology and looking at developing and growing a new market for our company as well. And it's really been explosive growth since we started about the middle of 2016.
Okay, and what are the technical demands, and is it the same for both of those selected battery technologies?
Well, good question. First, what was very challenging for Tanaka, we have been supplying our material into the power semiconductor market. And in the EV car, the battery systems, it's a different technology, requires a very specialized product. So we had to go through the learning curves, how to get our product to fit in is the solution, and it's very different on the specs and delivery requirements. So that was a big challenge for a traditional Japanese company who've been doing something for 25 years one way. And then what's different is we supply a round wire into the battery systems, but the tier one guys use a different technology with no aluminum wire interconnect. So it's a completely different, more of a modular application.
Yeah. And when you look at these new companies, obviously they're kind of rethinking the way they do business as well as the way they make cars. Has that created different demand in terms of your supply chain and how you have to manage that?
Yes, absolutely. Right. It's these companies, these new breed of companies are so fast, and they're not as developed system-wise as the tier one. So you have to be very adaptive, fast, responsive. So it's a lot of demand both on the sales front under my responsibility and our factory operations in Asia.
Yeah, and creating a more agile supply chain and
Right.
something that can be very responsive to them. And this week at Apex, I don't know how many Teslas and the like you're going to meet, but what kind of people are you expecting to talk to here?
So what we're looking here at Apex San Diego, first time for myself in this venue, is looking at some new applications, maybe not just in the EV battery packs, but powertrain, charging stations. So trying to display our products here and see if we can branch out a little bit more. And the industry, very, very explosive and exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge space. I was at CES at the beginning of the month, and that's rapidly becoming a motor show as well as a consumer technology show. And electrification is one of the key areas. So.
Right, and it's very exciting because it's USA, EU, and China. And if you're not in those three areas in this industry, you're not participating in this explosive growth market.
Yeah, and that's where that global supply chain becomes important.
Right, right.
Yeah. But thanks for stopping by to chat. Absolute pleasure. And
You're welcome.
good luck with the show. Hope you enjoy it.
All right, thank you, sir.